The Lamp That Glowed. The Path. A tale of gratitude, prayer, and everyday miracles. In the little village of Manoharpur, nestled between two hills and hugged by a gentle river, lived a boy named Abhay. His family wasn't rich, but they were content. Abhay's father was a tailor who stitched clothes with care, and his mother sold fresh and hot homemade snacks every morning from a small stall by the school gate. Abhay was 11, curious, kind, and a dreamer. But lately he had begun to compare his life with others. His friend Veer had a cycle with shiny spokes and a horn that squeaked like a duck. Another classmate, Priya, had glitter pens and a new lunchbox every term. One rainy day, Abhay came home grumbling, "Why do we have so little? Why don't prayers work for us?" His mother handed him a towel, smiled softly, and said, "Come with me." She led him to a quiet corner of their home, where a simple clay lamp sat beside a small framed photo of a mountain and river. It wasn't a God's picture, just a scene. "This is where I pray," she said. "Not for things, but for strength, peace, and the wisdom to see what I already have." Abhay frowned. "But what's the use of prayer if it doesn't give us what we need?" She lit the lamp. The flame danced gently. "Sit here each night," she said. "Say thank you. Not just ask. Thank your legs for walking, your eyes for seeing, your school for teaching. Try it for 1 week." Grumbling at first, Abhay tried. That night, he sat before the lamp. "Thank you for the roof," he mumbled. "Thank you for school, I guess." Then, each day, he started observing things around him carefully and keenly. In fact, he started searching and thinking positively what he can thank for each day. Soon, something started changing. He noticed his father humming while stitching clothes, making old things new for others. He noticed how his mother secretly gave free snacks to a poor boy who came barefoot. At school, he saw Veer get scolded despite his fancy cycle, and Priya cry in the library. Her parents were always fighting at home. Slowly, Abhay's grumbles became thanks. He started praying not to get more, but to become more helpful, more patient, more joyful. He helped his mother pack the stall, carried his father's sewing kit, and began tutoring a younger boy who couldn't read well. One day, his teacher announced a speech competition. The topic? My greatest treasure. Others spoke about gadgets, toys, and trips. Abhay stood last. He simply said, "My greatest treasure is a clay lamp, and what it taught me. To say thank you, even when things aren't perfect." Gratitude doesn't change the world outside. It changes the way you see it. And prayer doesn't always bring things to your door, but it opens your heart. The room was silent, and then it erupted in applause. Abhay didn't win a trophy, but something far better. He became someone others admired, not for his clothes or lunchbox, but for the light he carried inside. Years later, he would light the same lamp every evening in his home, which is now a school for underprivileged children. And each child he taught learned to pause, close their eyes, whisper, "Thank you," and open them a little more ready, for life, for love, and for small miracles. Moral: gratitude turns what we have into enough, and prayer lights the path ahead.